Hey everyone, this is game 2 of the round of 16 match between zDooMxRShift and DICE from the Gamecom Open. This tournament had over 1,000 people at the start. Now we are down to only 16 players, and these two have clawed their way to the 8th of a finals. And at this point, DICE is up 1-0 in the series. It is a best-of-5 series, so DICE actually has to win 3 games before moving on, or zDooMxRShift has to win 3 games. And this second game is loser's pick. It will be on Zelmaga Caverns, very standard map. It is not the MLG version with the supply depots on the bottom of the ramp, but this is a little matter to us because it is ZVZ. And really, last game, DICE just plainly outplayed Shift, I feel. He really had the economic advantage, and that is one early pool from DICE. He will be applying some very early pressure. I think that was probably a 10 pool or something. I didn't quite catch that. zDooMxRShift's pool is now almost done. Only 4 lings on the way, so really gonna just be applying 4 ling pressure, gonna force a lot of lings from zDooMxRShift, and droning up behind this, producing his queen and a drone. And this is actually not as much as a disadvantage as you would think, even if DICE doesn't do any damage, because DICE actually has his queen up and run up a lot faster and forced to pull all the drones off the mineral lines. 4 lings of zDooMxRShift are actually popping out, and we will be able to clean this up. DICE will now go home, and if you see actually the Harvester tab, DICE is actually slightly ahead. He just produced a Ro16, so he equaled it up. But that is because he that is because he forced so many lings from zDooMxRShift actually. So he did force about 8 lings to be produced as soon as that spawning pool finished. And actually now he is 2 harvesters ahead because zDooMxRShift also needs his Ro16. So nice opening by DICE, putting a bit of pressure, not doing too much damage. And now these lings aren't actually going to do much because there is a queen here. There are enough lings to actually deal with this. And we actually see that zDooMxRShift is going for metabolic boost. So ling speed, so he will be applying some ling pressure, at least having map control, and all of DICE's gas will be going up into roaches. So definitely a small advantage for DICE here. He is at 26-222 supply. He has 2 queens, going to be able to spread that creep. Engaging here might have been able to pick off a queen, but would have lost all his lings in the process. So really, at this point, with this roach out, he should actually be attacking with this roach. This roach will be able to deny all of this by zDooMxRShift, and zDooMxRShift producing 5 roaches of his own, so he will be applying a lot of pressure. He is behind on harvesters, so he has to do some kind of damage here. But there are 6 roaches in production for DICE. He will be able to hold this off, and really, zDooMxRShift cannot afford to lose any lings before his roaches get here, because these lings are going to be some good support against DICE. DICE now positioning his own roaches at the bottom of the ramp. He will encounter zDooMxRShift's roaches on the way here. He does spot these roaches with his own overlord, and you're walking a bit forward here. This is a great danger. He does know about these roaches, but if there were a few roaches here, he would actually be chased out, lose a roach or 2, because the lings would actually chase them down along with the rest of the roaches. 2 queens in position to help defend this, and this is going to be DICE. He will have to be able to hold this off, because if he does, he is in great position after this, and this is really all in by zDooMxRShift at this point, because look at the harvester count. He has not produced a single drone since that initial attack. He is at 14 drones to 22 harvesters for DICE, and DICE, he needs to attack right now, because DICE will have a huge swell of roaches right after this. One spine crawler is starting at the top of the ramp. These 2 queens should actually fight with these roaches. More roaches popping out, so DICE will be able to hold this, especially with those 2 queens supporting, and zDooMxRShift will have to GG out of here soon enough. because Dice at this point once again could just mass produce roaches, stream them into zDooMxRShift's base, and there is nothing that zDooMxRShift will be able to do, producing 14 lings now because he is a bit starved on gas, producing his Baneling nest also along with the Spinecrawler to keep him safe. And really, Dice is looking so good. 20 harvesters to only 14 for zDooMxRShift. And zDooMxRShift will be forced back with these roaches and lings. Ling speed is also done for Dice, who did decide to get ling speed, sorry. And no tech by these two players. And really, zDooMxRShift, this isn't gonna happen. You have to go back home and start droning up because it is now 16 to 20 harvesters, and Dice has been ahead in income for so long. I like how he's actually hiding these lings until the last second, because these will be a huge surprise and might actually do a lot of damage with but from zDooMxRShift. He is getting a surround here, chasing these roaches away. Nice kiting by zDooMxRShift, but it won't be enough. There are just too many roaches and lings by Dice, and once he cleans this up, he will be able to just stream roaches inside his opponent's base. And actually, zDooMxRShift has now almost caught up in harvesters. It is 19 harvesters to 20, but I mean, Dice has been ahead for so long at this point. 800 minerals left on all these patches compared to over 1,000 on all these patches. So you can see the difference in income there. 200 minerals per patch more by Dice. So he has really been prospering during all this attack. He is able to get a second base up. He doesn't even cancel it, so very ballsy move here by Dice, because one more shot could have actually killed this. But zDooMxRShift would have lost all his roaches, so not that... So wise decision by zDooMxRShift from actually running back. I do think that Dice might be able to actually intercept these roaches if he decides to attack now, but this is just a couple roaches, and these are this is about 17 roaches about to stream into Shift's base, and if he doesn't produce a lot of roaches and a lot of defense, he might just die to this attack. Now gonna try and intercept these roaches before they head back home. I don't think he'll be able to, but you can actually see his hatchery is almost done. He is saturated at this base and producing nothing at this point. And still only gaining map control with these roaches. So we actually see Dice not being very aggressive in these games. He is just trying to get more and more of an advantage. I like this creep spread, being able to pick off all these overlords. And these queens have actually picked off 3 overlords together. So a small victory, because really zDooMxRShift has been mineral starved this entire game, and producing more overlords is just a pain in the ass at this point. And he is going to try and move out once again, but this is just going to be an overwhelming roach force from Dice. 3 Spinecrawlers going up also, so this isn't going to do much damage. 23 to 18 harvesters. Dice has his second base. He has a supply advantage. He has everything going for him. He even has a Ling counterattack going into the main base of zDooMxRShift. This won't do too much damage because there are 4 roaches here, but they don't turn around, so they will actually kill a few Lings, and this is not good from zDooMxRShift. He should actually have turned around these 4 roaches, could have dealt with this so easily. Now he is losing so many harvesters. 10 harvesters killed by all these roaches that were on hold position. He GG's out of here. He actually engaged at the front here and was getting picked apart. So game 3 is on its way, guys. Tune in for that.